You've spent much of your career when you were in Washington as a professor at Harvard and then as president of Harvard as well. So we want to ask you about this letter that came in on Friday from the United States government. I've read the letter carefully. Set aside for the moment some of the things that some people find draconian. Does the Trump administration have a point, particularly with respect to dealing with anti-Semitism and diversity of viewpoint? Those are things you have spoken out on before.
David, I've been sharply critical of Harvard, and I continue to be critical on many dimensions. Anti-Semitism is still not responded to strongly enough. There are still excesses of identity politics. There's still concerns about intellectual diversity. That's all right. But here's the thing. In America, you have to follow the law. And the approach the Trump administration is taking of simply announcing an across-the-board freeze is wildly extra legal in its approach. It is not at all consistent with the Civil Rights Act. It is probably not consistent with Harvard's First Amendment rights. And so the right thing to do was surely for Harvard to respond vigorously and strongly. All the more because this is not an isolated thing, what's being done to Harvard. This is not a manifestation of a particular concern about aspects of universities. This is a part of a broad and sweeping effort to suppress institutions that challenge the presidential administration. It's part of what's being done to law firms. It's part of what's being done to countries. It's part of what's being done to judges. It's part of what's being done to legal residents of our country. And if an institution like Harvard cannot resist tyranny when applied to it, with Harvard's $50 billion endowment, with all its network, with all its prestige, then who can? So Harvard should not go interjecting itself into politics. But God, when it is the object of an extra legal set of orders and threats, I don't think it had any viable choice at all but to respond strongly.